Commanders, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin here in Dallas, joined by Charles Davis, as I am every year at this special time. Happy Thanksgiving, partner.
And happy Thanksgiving to you and everyone who's checking out this game.
Yeah, great to spend it with all of you at home. Boy, they've been doing this here in Dallas a long time, since 1966. And it's always a little more intriguing when it's a divisional matchup like we have here this afternoon.
And not only a divisional matchup, how about a heated rivalry matchup? And these two, they really don't like each other. And this extends over plenty of years, whether they're playing on Thanksgiving Day or any other given day in the NFL schedule. These two, they want to get after each other.
Well, what a fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
And he'll get this to the 32. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week: 23 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And he
Prescott now on second down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now they can't bring him down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, It's a whole different ball. Your normal preparation, it goes right out the window.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Pollard. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Prescott yet again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Prescott. Got his man on the end route, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut, and he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 13-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Play action now. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Well, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Commander. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries, 54 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dorrance Armstrong. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 6-0 our score after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Prescott now. Here's a diving catch right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They toss it down to Pollard. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, he's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Try to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they run standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Crowder. Now it's Crowder. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And fights through one man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these things? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now 3rd down and very long. They're going to look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really should under.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now it's Crowder. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. It's Lucas. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. And that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Took nearly the entire 1st half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Sly able to put this one through. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving once again from our gang here in Orlando to yours. We'll get back to AT&T Stadium in a minute, but first, let's take a look at what's coming up later this holiday weekend. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium, as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being in Philadelphia, where we find the Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. Finally on Monday night, Cyber Monday. Put the credit card away and settle in for Bears and Vikings from U.S. Bank Stadium. The Cowboys retreated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Tress Way now as he's on to punt for Washington. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Second down, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and a couple.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons team.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 21 yards away. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on? And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Cody Barton there to bring him down. 2nd and 9. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Prescott now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Running right, it's Pollard. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.